This video we have a lot of things to show you. We went to a pop-up consignment shop, one of the biggest flea markets in Boca Raton. We went to the beach, we hung out at my uncle's pool, chased lizards, and at the end of the video, something really fun, we're going to do a mango tasting of about 5 different species of mangoes. And all of them are different, all of them taste different, all of them are different sizes, and we're going to show you which one we think is the best. Stay tuned.
Hey YouTube, it's 6 a.m. well now 7 a.m. We are getting ready to go to Raleigh, North Carolina in a 2.5 hour drive so we can fly on the only flight today going to Florida. Wish us luck.
So some background information on this day. We started with plans to visit Florida for 1 week from June 14th to the 22nd. Unfortunately, on the day of the flight, we received a text that our flight was delayed, and then an hour later it was completely canceled due to the inclement weather. This happened about 3 hours before our flight was supposed to take off. When Brandon looked back at his flight app, he noticed that the flight was automatically rescheduled to the 20th. That would have given us a total of 2 nights in Florida and 6 extra days we'd have to stay in North Carolina. This was absolutely not an option, so we get on the phone with the airline and have a terrible customer service experience. The connection to customer service agent was terrible. We could barely hear anything she was saying, but we did hear that the best thing she could do was put us on a flight on the 17th. This was pretty frustrating. We went back to our uncle's house that afternoon and did some digging and found the next closest airport in Raleigh, North Carolina. It was about 2.5 hours away, but it had a flight on the 15th going to Fort Lauderdale. The only missing link was getting there. Fortunately, our uncle and aunt decided they wanted to take a day trip to Raleigh because they hadn't been there before. So they called off work and drove us to Raleigh at 7 a.m. the next morning. We're truly grateful for them.
The disarray continued once we landed. If you saw the storm rolling in earlier, you might be able to guess what happened. It was a lightning storm that caused all the employees on the tarmac to stop working. Because of this, we were stuck inside the airplane for an extra 30 minutes. And while waiting to get off, we learned that our ride from the airport fell through as well and would have to find another way to my uncle's house. On top of that, our luggage wasn't being unloaded. We were told that Carousel 4 would be where our luggage would be at, but it took almost 2 hours for it to show up, and it wasn't even at Carousel 4. Instead, it was at Carousel 1, nearly on the other side of the airport. Once we got our luggage, we began working through the leaving the airport problem. Ubering was the obvious option, but was a bit too steep at the time price-wise. We decided we would need a rental car for our time there anyway, so we journeyed to the car rental agency section via bus and began getting quotes for car rentals. The prices were up to $800 for the week, and it seemed like a rip-off, but the agent at one of the companies told us we would find better prices online. So I hopped on Skyscanner and found an agency that was near the airport that could rent us the car for $400 for the week. We booked it, hopped on another bus to the agency, and picked up our ride.
We just spent 2-3 hours trying to figure out how we're gonna get to my uncle's house.
Yeah.
And then we finally got a car rented and probably paid a little too much money, but we still paid less than what Enterprise was asking for.
Basically, moral of the story is book your rental car online before your flight.
Yeah, well, this was a spontaneous decision to rent a car. We were going to just be homebodies for the whole trip, but this works.
Yeah, we want a car.
Yeah, it worked out. All right, time to get driving.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. The feeling is all gone. The feeling is all gone. If I could take you back to my youth and show you what I wish I knew, my will is strong with a place to lean. In the moment I hung desperately, the other ring on my wrist is gold.
Something that's understated about being out and about, not only getting fresh fruit and eating vegetables and fruit, but invest in a hat. Hats are where it's at. Put that on the shirt. Hats are where it's at.
I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. The feeling is all gone. The feeling is all gone.
Good morning, YouTube! We have a packed day for you guys today. It is 10:30 in the morning, and we are going to go to Swap Shop.
Woo!
Fort Lauderdale's biggest, what is it, flea market?
Flea market thrifting.
Yeah, and then we're also gonna go to the beach.
Yes.
And then we're gonna go check out another thrift market going on today, once a year type thing. So it's supposed to be huge amount of stuff that we can thrift, and it's gonna be a wild day. So it's 10:30 right now. Let's see what we can get going today. of it is just like your typical flea market stuff, and we're looking for more high quality clothing. We like to buy it once and have it forever. So a lot of this stuff is not automatically, it's being checked or crossed off the list. But we're gonna check out some more. We have this huge space in front of us and there's still a whole bunch more to explore. So, see what they got. Ooh, that does look very nice.
What do you guys think? Should I get this style dress for my wedding?
We just got a whole coconut, a whole bunch of fresh fruit, like some sugarcane juice, some mango, some green mango a little bit, and some more like fresh fruit, all for 20 bucks. Pretty good deal. Sure we'll find better in our next location, which we're not going to tell you guys yet, but it's going to be pretty cool. Cheers.
mango tastings in full effect. Let's start at the smallest and work our way to the biggest one later.
This is our smallest one.
Very stringy. Not much flavor.
I was gonna say it's not very sweet. I really like it.
Tastes like water.
Yeah.
Like stringy water.
I'm kind of like a meat flavor.
Because of the stringiness of it.
So that's that one. This is our next one. This is our next mango. This one is growing in the front yard of your uncle's house. Okay.
That's good. Yeah, just a little bit. I'm gonna get this one 2 out of 10. This one gets a 7 out of 10. Maybe a 6.
I really like this one.
No? Our final. This big boy.
Yeah, that one you'll find across the street. His neighbor's house. Very ripe.
Yes, they are very ripe.
This one has like a smell. As soon as you bite, it's like a flower smell.
It just tastes like lunch. It's very flavorful.
Love that. Alright, yeah, this one's definitely better.
This one is the winner. This one's probably a 10 out of 10. Right, pretty darn close.
Pretty close. Yeah. I'm glad this is the biggest one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be fair.
How's that consistency of canned peaches?